Okay, look like we got something going on over there. So I'm actually about to do what's necessary before we go ahead and get started in today's show. I'm about to take 2 NRGs, and I got my Delgado coffee inside of my cup because after this, I'm going to go work out and get healthy and fit. Hold on a second. Take my other NRG. So, guys, if this is your first time and you are actually just tuning in for the first time and you have no idea who I am or why in the hell I am yelling and screaming and having a good time at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my name is Reginald Saunders, and being today topic Testimony Tuesdays, I have a story, I have a testimony, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that have testimonies too from where they've been to where they've now landed. It maybe you're still going through your story. I come from the music industry world. I'm a person that has been through so much, but what I've always learned is that you have to keep fighting regardless of whatever it is that you're going through. And then when you keep continuously fighting, you then realize that your story is not even your story anymore. You're not even living for yourself anymore. You're living for all of the people that have experienced exactly what you've already went through. Your story is to help somebody else. And when I realized that was when I was evicted, when I got my cars repoed, when I lost my home, when I didn't have a job, when I sat in jail for behind bars for like 13 months, just trying to figure out my whole life, for me just realizing that there's a lot of people that were going to need to hear what I had to say. There was going to be a lot of people that were going to come along that were going to want to know how to get out of their story. A lot of you guys are going through so much right now. And let me just tell you to just hold on. Hold on to whatever it is that you're going through. Hold on with that faith that you know that you're going to make it out. And when you make it out, let me just say this: what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. What does not kill you will make you stronger. You guys are going to understand that every day is going to be a test. If you ain't being tested, then you ain't even really living. That means everything is so simple for you. Good morning, girl. Hold my hand. I see you. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Bluey. Good morning, Miss Teresa Dixon. Good morning. Your story is going to be to help somebody else's child, help somebody else's daughter, help somebody else's son, because they're going to go through those similar experiences that they're not going to know how to get out of those stories. They're not going to know what to do. So a little bit about me and this show, actually, this all started by a mistake. But I believe that it was well ordained and it was purpose, because I had this one dude where, on the radio and I'm playing music, and, I used to pretend that I was a DJ a long time ago, making, mixtapes and all kind of dance tapes for dance groups and stuff like that. And I didn't really know how to speak until I attached myself with this amazing company. This company has really, helped me to the utmost. And I just want to go ahead and give a special thank you to our CEO and founder of that company, Mr. Jack Fallon himself, and also to Coach Stormy herself too as well, for inviting me to this opportunity. I didn't want to do any opportunity whatsoever. And guys, we see a lot of companies that spam and do all of that kind of stuff, and they tell you that this opportunity works. I was broke. I was broke. In my story, I was broke. I was broken. I was unhealthy. I was living the life of a rock star and thinking that everything was all good and cool. But I didn't realize how I was damaging my insides of my body. Everything was just flipping and going wrong for me, to the point to where I felt like I wanted to die. I remember the last time that the judge gave me 90 days in jail. That was the happiest moment for me, when he told me that he was giving me those 90 days in jail, because of the simple fact that I knew that I was going to be able to get my mind right. And I called all of my friends and I told them, I said, listen, I am so serious about these next 90 days. Nothing will be the same when I came home. I felt deep in my spirit. Now, I had been to jail before. I had been in different programs before. And I was just telling somebody the other day, I was like, you know, when I went to those drug programs and I did all of that stuff, I really just wanted to get off. I just really wanted to get off, meaning that I wanted the case to be over. Just give me whatever you're going to give me and I'm done. But this last time that I went to jail, I said this will be my last time that I would ever return to a cell, for the simple fact that I'm going to sit back and I'm going to observe. I'm going to sit back and do a reevaluation of myself and realize that I was my biggest problem. So I'm saying all of that to say that now my story is helping so many people. My story is now tuning in with other people who've been to jail before, tuning in with other people that didn't believe in opportunities, tuning in with so many people right now. You on Facebook, everybody's watching from Facebook. You on Instagram, you on MGC Bosses, all of these different networks right now. People are watching and listening. All I'm doing is laying eggs. All I'm doing right now is laying eggs to be the stories for the people that are going to come after me, okay? To be the stories for the people that are coming after me. So as I've taken my products, I could feel it starting to work inside of my body. So I'm super excited about that because I love energy. I love to be lit. I want to know who is going to step out today. Who is going to step out today and share their story? I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you, Portia. We want to hear from so many other people that have, and as a matter of fact, with me just saying, I really want Portia to go live with me today. Portia, I know you may not even be ready. You may not be camera ready, but the reason that I do want you to go live because my graphic designer, that's if you can. I'm not gonna beat you up if you can't. But I think that people don't really know your story. And this young lady, she was the queen of the strip clubs. The queen of the strip clubs. I'm talking about people would look at her and she was a thick, chunky girl. Someone else is over here is requesting to go live. I see you live. Thick, chunky girl, but her confidence exuded the room she was in. Her confidence let you know that she was in the building. Her confidence brought other people that always wanted to be around her. The confidence that she had, just as well as we always speak of confidence here. Go ahead and hit the live button. She says she's ready, and then I'm going to get to You Bad Girl Society. So therefore, you can go ahead and share your story too as well. Just to see where she's come from. Just to see where she come from. Hold on, let me send a request because I don't think she know how to do it. Hold on. Just to see her confidence and to where she's come from. Great morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning. I hear you well, Reggie. Good morning.
And this was not planned. I don't do planned stuff. I like to do everything organic, and it's like your pop up. But I also felt, no, I'm serious. I saw your name pop up, and sometimes I'm moving all around that I could easily miss somebody's name when they come on. So if I don't scream your name sometimes, it just means that this thing is going real fast and I'm looking at all of these different screens and I'm trying to concentrate and stay focused. But Portia, I don't think a lot of people know your story. I think they see you online, they see you around Coach Stormy, but I don't think they really heard the real raw story about you. They don't, I don't think that people even know why I've even attached myself to you. And I hate getting all emotional real quick, but your story is very powerful. And I'm talking, and this is how and why I actually wanted you to speak, because my graphic designer actually, did a sidebar conversation with me. And he said, and he rarely ever does this, like everything is just always strictly business. And he pulled me to the side and he say, so you really know Portia? And I say, yeah. He say, what was she like when she was dancing? Like, she really used to dance? I say, yeah, Portia is a legend, like a legend. I say, there'll be movies about you. Like, I don't know. You just go ahead and you tell your story, because For somebody to make it out where you are, you're going to be a reflection for all of the girls that think that they can't get out. For all of the girls that have experience, like you saw 2 girls make it out. You saw Trina make it out. You saw Stormy make it out. And some other girls are still where you left them. You may go back and return into the dressing rooms and look, and you smell around and you smell the same perfume scents that you smelled. You see the same people that were there. And a friend of mine was saying, well, why don't you go to the office sometimes? And I say, man, listen, as much as I used to go to the Rolex, I'm way past the office, and I'm not thinking that I'm better than anybody else. But it's just the same cycle that just repeats itself over and over and over and over and over again. And I want you to get on this morning. You share your story and what you could do to now help women that are experiencing what you felt, what you saw, because there's a lot of women stuck. They stuck.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you, it's an honor to be on your show this morning, Reggie. And you are one of my good friends that I used to just see and talk to. And you would tell me, you a bad bitch. But let me tell you something. I was an underdog when I was standing. And I made myself from an underdog to a top dog. In life, you get out. And when I left home, decided to be grown, I took care of myself. The things I did, only God had his hand me down because I was wild. I went from a drug dealer to a dancer. Let's just say that. That's my story. That's my story, and it's real truth. But and when I took myself in a dark place, going down a dark road, I didn't really have nobody say, well, okay, but don't do this or don't do that, because I'm the leader of the pack. So I always had to stay strong. I always had to be like, it didn't bother me, but it did bother me. But I'm going to tell you something. When I cleaned up, that was about the best thing I could do. And I'm going to tell you something. When I say I did it all, ladies, when I write my book, you'll be saying to yourself, Portia, you did that? You'll be telling your friend girls, when you get to chapter 17, did you hear what Portia say she really did? And every story is true. And the only thing I know, I just always used to pray. Ladies, the funniest thing I used to do, I used to always take God with me because that's how I was raised. They always say you go back to your roots. I used to pray when I go inside the club, God protect me, keep me. And he did, because I have done some things. I have done some things that y'all only can imagine. You would say, I would never do that. I have done it, never been shamed for it, never got talked about for it. Because when you carry yourself in a certain way, people can't do nothing but respect that. I have sold more girls than Ford sold trucks. In life. I didn't understand how a rich man would come to me and ask me for a beautiful girl. And she would not do anything he wanted her to do unless our word said, go, it's all good. I had that much power, but guess what, y'all? I didn't know I had power like that. I didn't know I had power to tell her, go with him. He got all the money. The money should have attracted her to go with him from the beginning, because that's what always attracted me. I didn't need nobody to tell me, hey, you should go with him. He got money. He got my money. That's all that matters. And I did it. And it's a couple of girls came out.
Juan and Trina.
Oh, good. Like my good friend Ebony. Ebony runs dentist offices. She managed dentist office. And Cookie, her name, Dirty Diana on IG. She came out on nursing. But I'm gonna tell you something. It'd be freeing to see girls like Stormy, girls like Annie, girls like when you see these girls, I seen these what they went through when they passed, and when you went to see them at different conferences, you say, dang, they talk like this. They was in the struggle. Wow. They couldn't even dance, really. I tell you, like they had stuff there. I'm no hell of a dancers now, but when you seen them speak, I was so amazed at how they would talk. getting money, especially when they was doing artists together. They were getting money. And I never, ever could imagine seeing Stormy standing up there, seeing Eddie standing up there. I was like, this, I can't believe it. And I'm going to tell you something. When you just know you want different in life, and then Trina, you got to look at Trina as the rock star. She came out dancing and, like just rap. We didn't even think Trina was like, because you know how she talked and everything. Trina is still the motherfucking baddest.
Yeah.
Ain't a rap bitch got her qualities.
Right.
Right now. She been in hit the game the longest. She still rapping.
Right.
Where's the little Kims? Let's just be real.
Right.
Let's just be real. This bitch still can get on stage and draw thousands to a stage.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we want to remain a classic.
Right.
And if you look at those names I call them, they're classics. My story's so deep that when I turned life around 2004 and got off drugs, you guys, that was
so that's what I want to talk about, because I know you know how to tell your story, but I want to be able to question you. I want to be able to dig deep today. Dig deep. You had would you call it an addiction? You had a drug addiction.
Yes. I got up every morning and wanted to snort cocaine. Yeah, it was a drugs addiction. When you get up every morning, like I'm drinking my coffee right now, I got up and wanted to hit my coke in the morning. I did that from 1994 to
1994 to 2004, cocaine every morning.
Every day, sometimes all day. Every day. Not one day. It wasn't the day you skipped. It was every day.
What was the reasoning for doing the coke so much? What were you searching for? What were you trying to feel?
Well, I always never like low energy. I always wanted to speed round. I always like to move like this, get up like this, move. And really in my mind, but it used to just when I hit it, you wouldn't know I snorted until I would do it in the public. I didn't care where I was when I did it, I just did it. And it just give me the boom, like boom. And I would clean up. And I'm going to tell you something. When I snorted, you guys, I used to read my Bible every day. My Bible would be there. I would have a plate of Coke, a Bible, right there. Real talk. Real talk. I read my Bible every day. And, some people might say, that's disrespecting the Lord. You got your drugs right there and the Bible right there. I would have to get a Coke and my Bible right there.
You had a situation with a pastor. Was it your dad or your step?
No, it was my grandfather.
Your grandfather. Tell us about that. See, I know your story.
We can't know about that until they get that book. That's deep.
Okay.
Right there, that's deep. And they have to get the book back because that brings you into a space and a place that you just might not look at life and to see how you come out of that. Yeah, my parents were going to call. Matter of fact, this is so deep because I had to talk about the same situation last night.
Wow.
What you doing now? Last night, like a mini documentary.
Wow. I didn't know that you had to speak. What would you say to the girls that find themselves inside of the strip club? And because at first it starts off like fun and games. At first, yes or yes?
No. First, you really right. It starts off fun and games like, we finna make this money tonight. We making it back money. And the next thing you know, you got, I'm going to tell you something. Every dancer going there with a goal. We went in there back in the days, but I ain't going. The thing is, I didn't have a goal when I went to dance. I was young at 15. Who has a goal? You don't have a goal. You're excited. You making a bag of money. You making you $5 to $10 grand, like it's $5 to $10. You walking out with a black bag of a garbage bag full of money. So you didn't have no girls who came in later in the 90s, they had like goals like they'll say, well, you know him, I'm gonna be here 1 year. And they were there 10 years. Damn. The money be so good and tricky. Now, you don't put the money up. At the end, you will never think it's not gonna rain. Because when you first walk in the door and you that girl, even you come in the door, I used to take the girls that didn't look so good and polish them up. I always like they polish you. I always saw more in people. I would say, now if I change her hair, she'll sell. She's free. I always was like that. And I always was nice to girl. Because I knew it was two things. If she was pretty, she had no brain. If she was all right, she had brain, just didn't know how to talk. So I always knew, like, fix her up. I got it. And I would fix them. Them girls would be like, I look like this. Yes, you look like this. Okay. And they would do it. But each girl, when they come in there, they always had the 1 year goal. I'm only going to be here 1 year.
Right.
And every time she said that she was there for 10 years. And then you play. See, one thing about the dancing world, you fade out. You fade out. You come in bad, but you either got to get your money and somebody got to either rescue you or you're going to rescue yourself. But you got to get out. Because here come another pretty one.
So it's a revolving door.
Yeah, it's a revolving door. But I'm going to tell you something now that's different. Now, these girls that dancing now, they got a little more better mindset. Some of them. Because I've seen some of them now go get their own little businesses. They go to school for real. Some of them got nice homes, nice cars. You know, some of the dancers back then, so much money, they didn't even have a car. You know, hey, life was so good. I could tell a customer I want a car, and they'll bring the car back to me.
Wow.
So you think you're finna stop dancing on? They buying the extravagant thing, doing things. Yeah, it was a beautiful feeling. It was a beautiful feeling. When you dance, you felt big. Then when I first started, we was respected different. Like how I look at the dancing world now, they not the like when we went, we was like celebrity. Arena status. When we walked through any door, they said, "They go to Rolex girls. They go to Rolex girls." Now they just say, "You dance, you know? You seen her before?" It don't have no stat.
Do you think that that's more because y'all were more in sync?
Oh, let me tell you something. We was divided. We weren't divided at all.
Right.
We were together. We stand. Never divided because we.
That because I remember seeing Desire coming out, and she would come out with other girls, and it's just like they would have the nice outfits on, the big hair, like you knew that they were in the building when they came out. So it was like I felt like they were so in sync that you know you couldn't you had wanted to know who they were. Now one that's coming out and she dancing, she by herself with some other low grade girls. It's like I believe in unity. I believe in sync. I believe in all of that kind of stuff. So the more people that are in sync together, everybody want to know who you are, not just you by yourself. And I believe that that's what that was one of the parts of the elements that it was. But and then now there's so many other different girls that dance now. I think it's just kind of like saturated dancing. I think, and I do think y'all had an elegance to y'all. I was telling my graphic designer, I was like, man, we just used to go to the strip clubs and sit there with our friends until they got off work, you know, and just watch them and got drunk and then that's another thing. Would you say that when you really, really think about it, the people in Miami, everybody is really known from the strip clubs. It's not from businesses. It's from the strip club. Like you got to come into our strip clubs to make a name in Miami. Yes or yes?
No, yes. Because nobody won't know you.
Nobody won't know you.
Even if you was that guy that you had to come to the strip club to really get known.
Right.
At least 1, 2 times, you know, and then everybody gonna be like, "Oh, he got money."
Right. The word gets out.
No, That's so true. Yeah. That's so true.
Let me ask you a question, Portia. If you could just close your eyes and you went back to one of the most difficult times in your life, because you know this show is today is all about having a testimony and making it through. What was one of the most difficult times that you've ever experienced, but you made it out? Was it the strip club? Was it drugs? Or what was it? Like, tell us. We wanna hear.
The strip clubs was easy and breezy. That was never a difficult time for me. Never. Never. What was a difficult time for me, but I decided, and I really want people to hear this, who struggles with problems, when I decided to say I'm tired of being tired. And this is how it's going to tie into your show today, what I'm really finna tell you. When you decide to be tired of something, you don't never look back. And I remember I was, and it was some girls, my friends was laughing. These was my friends. They were laughing. All the time, I would get high, they were talking, chattering, I couldn't hear. It was like airplane noise in my ear. I couldn't hear. God popped me that night. Pop, pop, pop. And I heard it. You hear them laughing at you. And you hear them saying, oh, she on coke ties. Junkie bitch. When I heard that, I was so hurt. And I wrote down, you deliver me, I can't do it. If you deliver me, I wouldn't. I don't know if anybody on here know a lady named Cinda. Cinda was the girl, she was real big pop back in the day. She was like a big sister to everybody. I'm gonna tell you something. I will be forever grateful for her because she didn't send me. I asked her, can I go to Georgia where her mom stayed? And when I tell you, I left for February 1st. No, I left the 5th.
February 5th?
February 5th. And I stole everything in my, they said, just give it away. Can't find anybody, get somebody, invest somebody. I sold my TV, took the little money from my TV I had. I went to Georgia. And when I got to Georgia, I said, well, I ain't got no more coke. Give me a little hit. They just stopped doing that. So I bought some, and it's like the day, February 9th, 4 days later, I bought some. So when I got the coke, I hid it, but I put it under the bed. I better save something for in the morning because I don't know these parts of the town. So I got to save something. I saved it. When I got up on February, that's a very, very important day for me.
February 10th?
February 10th is my anniversary. I've been clean from 2004 to now, to 2001.
So wait, let me stop you. So you know we're going to do a big celebration on February the 10th for you. I'm finna write that down in my book. Because we're going to celebrate that, you being clean and sobriety. So I'm going to make sure that we do celebrate that. And if my graphic
Not 2014,
design,
tell them 2004.
2004. Okay. Wow.
Yes, 2004. I never looked back. I got high from 1994 to 2004. That's like a decade.
Wow. 2004.
And I tell you no lie. So I'm gonna get them a nugget, Reggie, and I ain't gonna take up too much time. When I did it, you know how you say you hear the voice, you hear voices.
Yeah.
So when I got up that morning, let me tell you this right quick. When I got up that morning, I was in Cinder's sister's house. I got up that morning. I got the plate from under there. I'm finna hit it. Don't say don't hit it. I looked at it like, I said, you know what? Let me try to throw out now. I ain't come way up here to do this. I took the plate and threw it away. First man was like, bitch, you ain't gonna have no more coke for the day. What is you gonna do? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, literally, I never had heard voices before in my head or nothing. One voice over here said, bitch, you ain't got no more coke for the day. Why would you throw that coke away? The other voice said, be still. I didn't have no withdrawal, Reggie. God just kept speaking to me. And this is what God had told me. God told me, say, if you let me rebuild you when you get back, I got you. And I kept hearing rebuild. And at first I thought I was tripping. I said, I must be still high. I ain't understand it. But the more I sat there for like 2-3 days, like just, and let me tell you, I never had the urge to even go by no more. One thing about God, something, I asked him to take that habit, the taste out my mouth. Because the devil had you so tricked. He have you feeling like you really need it. It really be in your mind. But I made a vow to God. I say, if you stop me from this, I promise you I won't go back. You can't go back around the people you was around. I'm gonna tell you something, a lot of people fail on different things because they go back into the environment. It was people I loved. It was people that opened their doors for me. It was days I done slept in people's house because I got high. I forgot to pay my rent and do things that was right. These people opened up their doors to me. Do you know how that felt not to go back?
Wow.
Because I didn't want to be weak. Because they got high too. Want to be weak and go back and fall into that. And it's like I'm back starting again. So when you decide for change, you can't do this. Look back. You got to keep moving forward. And some things you got to let go. Even to this day, I never went back. People were saying, oh, there's something different about her. She act funny. What is it? And it wasn't that I was acting funny. They just never knew the real me. So go on back. They didn't know the real Tanya Bell, Portia. They didn't know her.
Wow.
Because they met the high Portia. They always met.
Yes.
They saw me. I was high. Whether I acted like it or didn't act like it. I ain't had time to go to the bathroom and take me a quiet bump. Look at right there. If I want to put on the floor, I'm going to do it. Well, I used to go to the house, and I never forget. I was sitting in the flea market, so I wanted to hit. The lady looked at me like, I know she do this, like the lady on Scarface. I did it. What happened? It was other girls that did it. They were shamed. They were high what they do. But I never hid what I did. And I didn't care what nobody did until I heard my friends laughing at me.
Why was it so different? Why was it so different from them? Because they were close to you. Though they were the ones.
Difference of it. And it was funny of it. Them hoes was getting hot.
Oh wow.
To make me look like I was the bad one. So, when you getting high, you talking loud, you got doing this and doing that. But some people just looked at coke like it was like, some people look at coke like, you snort, girl, she do that. They got high on pills, chewing pills all the time. But when I heard it, I ain't like what I heard. And they never knew to this day, that I heard them say that. And I really thank them for changing my life, because I wouldn't have heard them laughing and talking. I would have never got to this point. I would have never got to this point. But I kept telling. I used to read that Psalms, Proverbs, my Bible, every day. I cleaned up. My house gonna be cleaned by 10 times. I was cleaning up. And it never was dirty. But the coke make you just move. So I just thank God. To be where I'm at right now, I thank God. I would never look back.
Let me ask you one question right now, and this is what's pounding in my head as you are talking. Have you ever sat back and just realized that whole time God was using you? That he was using you to not use the drugs in private, to do it in public so people could see you do it. to know that you were doing it. So therefore that they can call you all kind of dope heads, this, that, and the third. And everybody watching you and seeing you and where you came from, being that person of the big stature that you have inside of the strip clubs, selling the girls, doing all of this, to now transforming your life around, to now, being around big names, being around, you always had it, but now he said, you know what? I'm going to take you from that, but now I'm going to take you to this. You did it, and you were basically a walking billboard of what it looks like when it's all over. When you decide to make a decision, just like how you said, you made a decision. And that's something that you have to personally make yourself. I believe that that's where the dominion comes in at, is where when God says, I'm going to let you go do whatever you want to do. You can wake up and you go do whatever you want to do. But at the same token, you did it all. And then now, look at you. Look at you. You telling your story, and your story is helping somebody else. There's some people that's on this show right now still doing coke, and they doing it in private. And now they feeling somewhere. One person is gonna take it in and say, you know what? I gotta let this shit go today. And they probably finna throw their plate away today because of you, because of your story. So have you ever thought that? Because I realized that's what God was doing me the whole time. I didn't realize it, that he had me in the club being the drunkest of all of the drunkest. He had me sleeping at red lights with my foot on the brakes, car and drive, getting DUIs, going back and forth to jail. He was using me for such a time as this. So now you have to start helping those people. I'm listening to you talk, and all of these ideas are coming to my head. It's like, Portia, you need to start talking at AA meetings. You need to have your cameraman following you in AA meetings and talking to those people. You are a light. So it's time for you to help people, other girls that are in the strip clubs. You need to start helping them. That's what you need to be doing. It's not about you no more. It was about you, but now you know what the difference is. And the difference is now you have to help people. You have to help people that's going through these kind of struggles inside of their mind, inside of, in their homes. They got kids, they trying to figure it out, and they don't know how. We just had a conversation yesterday, and when I talked to you, I said, you know what? We don't realize the life that we've lived, because it was regular for us to get up and to go be around celebrities. It was regular for us to get up and be the top people in the bars. It was regular for you to just meet Tupac. It was regular for you to just go meet Mike Tyson. I ain't gonna spoil a story, but that was nothing for you.
Yeah.
They don't even know your Tupac story. They don't know your Mike Tyson story. They don't know that you're a real legend like I say you are. Now, if I stamp it, she's a legend, you better motherfucking believe me. So you have to, you got a lot of work to do. Before you go, you got a lot of work to do. And that's on everything. And everybody that's out there, it's not about you no more after a certain point. It's about what you're going to leave behind. What are you leaving behind? That's why I did my book. I need to leave something. That's why I do my show. I gotta leave something. So you were being used, and God is watching, and he watched you, and he knew what the outcome was going to be in the beginning. He knew what the outcome was going to be.
We be want to see the outcome, and he just say, no, keep going. Because I tell you, no lie, Rich, let the word reveal. When I laid on her sister floor, he said, they not going to even know you. Just let me reveal you. And when I came back, Reggie, people thought I was acting funny. They kept saying, it's something. They was like, it's something different about Portia. What's different about Portia? They was telling other people, like, you seen Portia? She ain't funny now. Because I wasn't loud anymore. I wasn't, boisterous anymore. I wasn't like, if I got mad and I was high, either you're going to get knocked out because I ain't had time to talk. You know, sometimes it make you say, your hands is red. You know what I'm saying? So it made you just, it really just made people look at you. And then when they figured it out and they saw it, they was like, wow. Do you know 4 of my friends stopped getting high because they saw me stop getting high?
That's what I'm telling you, Portia. You are the reason.
They didn't let me know I was their little light of stop getting high, but they kept seeing how I carry myself and do things and different things like that. They stopped high because I stopped.
Somebody just typed in the box and say couldn't even move your mouth because you do coke. Like, so they know what it do. I'm telling you. Listen, this is what I learned. I learned when you open up and you tell people your truth, that gives them the life to open up and to tell their truth. A lot of people are afraid of that little bit of thing that you just said. First of all, they're afraid to admit it, and they'll never, ever, ever do it in public because they're worried about what people gonna say about them. But you did it in public.
I did it in public. While they did it in private, sneaking, I ain't had time. I never liked it. I'm gonna tell you this. I never liked to sneak and do nothing. Never. I don't know what it was. I don't care what I did. Everybody can know. And if you want to watch, you can watch. That was my mentality. I didn't care what you thought about me until I heard it.
From your closest friends.
And I heard it coming from them friends of mine, and they get back too. So that I really thank them for changing my life. And I thank God for more just keeping his hands on me. I'm going to tell you something. I want them to know this. When you give God a vow, tell God, I'm never going back to that. Don't take that vow. A vow is a promise you, God, I'm not going to go do something. I'm not going to go do that. Because if you do, it's 10 times worse.
Somebody is asking that you put your name down in the box. They want to speak to you. So go ahead and tag Portia's name. Portia, tag your name in the box. Put the @ so I could save it so that people could follow you. People are asking, what's your name? They want to know. I need to save it down in the box. And Portia will also be to my birthday party, y'all. I'm working on the cabin right now. Hold on, where I see. You typing it, Portia?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when you got it.
There you go.
All right, hold on.
You see it?
Yeah, I got it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay. Do you see it? Is it pinned, y'all? Is it pinned? Did I pin it? Hold on. Oh, yeah, I pinned it. All right, there it is. So her name is the @sign. If y'all want to grab a pen real quick so y'all can go ahead and follow her on Instagram. It's the @sign PORSCHEA _ the host. THEHOST. Okay. Portia the host. PORSCHEA _ the host. All right. So I hope everybody got it. Wow. That was powerful this morning. And see, that's why I don't like doing too much planning stuff. Cause I believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. You know, I didn't plan this, and I'm glad that you got on. I'm glad that you were even willing to speak, and that's what's called. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. It's such an honor to see you and Stormy put on these shows and talk. And I remember you used to tell me, Portia, you need to go live. You need to do your videos. The people want to hear from you. And I used to be telling you, I don't know what to say too much. You know, I like to let the Lord use me. I tell you this, the last event we had, Reggie, it changed my whole life. That I live to speak to my audience that comes to me, and I give them confidence, and I just let it flow. Sometimes I have my notes together, And other times I just say, Lord, speak to me. And like yesterday, I was on the road yesterday. I had to go to the doctor. And when I went to the doctor, I was in the car. I said, I got to do this video for them. It just gave me something, what's the word for it? It gave me a part or something. Part of something waiting.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna tell you no lie. If I would have never came and did host that event and met those ladies, I would have never been doing this. And I love it. I love it. When I tell you I love it, I love it.
You got a lot more is coming for you, Portia. I just told you just got to keep going. That's it. You got to keep going. And that's for everybody that's trying to pursue at something. You will never, ever get what you came for if you quit. That's just like even with the business with TLC. If you doing TLC right now, you got to keep going beyond a shadow of a doubt. You got to know that it's going to happen. I knew that it was going to happen for me. I knew it was going to happen for me. That's why it did. And it's going to happen for a lot of y'all this year that is a part of our business. It's going to happen for a lot of the people that said yes to MGC bosses. It's going to be a lot of people that said yes to 1,000 families, everybody. This is y'all year. Trust and believe me, you just got to keep going. Y'all already did enough training. Y'all already know what it is. All you got to do is just get down in the mud and make it out. That's it. Portia, thank you so much for getting on the show this morning. I love you. I'll see you at my birthday party. It's going to be super amazing. I'm going to lock down the cabins this week so people can start making their payments to come. I only think I'm going to be able to bring 50 people. So I don't think we can go over 50 people. So I'm thinking it's going to have to be the first 50 people because I'm going to have to get 2 different houses. And we'll have 25 people in each house. And it's going to be a movie, man. We're going to be learning. You're going to be the host of the week of my birthday weekend. And we're going to have a lot of trainings and all different kind of stuff too. So it's going to be amazing, man. I'm excited. Thank you so much for getting on, Portia. I love you.
You're welcome, Reggie. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye. Man, wow. I'm just good morning, Queenie. I'm just like, I'm blown away because I realize it now. I realize that my story is not just for me. Everything that I go through, I don't have a problem with speaking on. Everything that you go through, you should never have a problem with speaking on. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how many people are going through stuff in private that just need that confirmation from you that it's okay. So many people are going through situations and then they're walking around and they're looking like everything is all right. But then until they find that one person that is going through the same road or the same avenue that they're traveling, and then all of a sudden it breaks down and say, oh my God, you went through that too? You went through that too? You was molested? Oh my God. I didn't think nobody else was molested. Oh my God. Your boyfriend cheated on you with your friend? Oh my God. That happened to me. Oh my God. Like, get out of it. Release it. Let it go. Stop letting it hold you back. Stop letting it hold you back. Because what you holding it all inside of you is hurting you. There's a lot of people that's on the line right now feeling hurt, feeling pain. Yes, Coach Stormy, share your story. Coach Stormy was the first person that I seen to do it. I'm like, what is she doing? She telling people that stuff? Oh my God, I would never tell people that stuff. But guess what? Pain is an amazing connector. We're all connected through pain. We're all connected through the pain. We're not connected through the happiness. We're not connected through the glory. We're connected from what you went through. Because everybody can relate to getting that bill and knowing you couldn't pay that bill. Everybody can relate to their lights being off and they stuck in the house. And now you taking cold showers. Everybody can relate to running up their credit card bills. Broke as hell. Everybody can relate to acting rich, but broke as fuck. Everybody can relate to the pain. Everybody, we all relate through the pain. So what I'm saying to each and every one of y'all is, every Tuesday, I want to hear another story. Not just to hear a story, but because I want to see you release the pain. And for those of you that want to be on the show, you know, I would really truly want you to send me a picture, because I want to start doing a little professional. I want to, know your story, who's coming on, and I want to be able to promote you, and then you promote me too as well. I want to be able to promote you. You tell me what your story is. Now, I know we're going to get a lot of stories, but you just got to be patient as we go through them all. So therefore, we can make it all professional. How many of y'all ready for meditation this morning? I need to see some hearts. How many of y'all are ready for meditation this morning with Coach Stormy? I need to see some hearts right now. Man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And just to see Coach Stormy go into this whole new self, whole new being, I'm watching, I'm learning. I'm like, well, God damn, she was the preacher, but now she the meditation lady. God, how does she do it? How does she reinvent herself so many times? How does she do it? The meditation lady. That's one thing always been about Stormy. She could watch it for a long time, and she said, I'm going to learn that. I'm going to learn that. And she does it. And I'm right behind you, sis. Thank you for being an inspiration for me. Thank you for being a light for me, because I don't know where I'd be right now had it not be for you introducing me to this. This is what changed my life. Didn't realize how depressed I was. Didn't realize how depressed I was until I had this. It wasn't about the money. I remember that yesterday when I was doing a drive at 5. And y'all make sure y'all tune in and y'all send people to the presentation that I'm going to be doing every day from Monday through Friday with the drive at 5. Showing people how to do what we do. Because of this product right here, this is what has also taken me to my next level. So thank you so much, Coach Stormy, for giving me these, and then for showing me that I can go make the money that I can make. Yeah, I'm very, very grateful. Very, very thankful. The drive at 5, guys. The drive at 5. Every day at 5 o'clock while people are in traffic, frustrated with their jobs, I'm going to be right there to tell them about this amazing opportunity, because I'm looking for other individuals that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. You know what time it is. Man! Today's testimony with Portia was amazing. Super amazing. She broke out of her shell. She broke out of her shell and she shared her story. And I know that there's a lot of people that can relate, because as she was talking, I was seeing people talk about, what Cody made me feel like under the comments. And I was like, wow, look at this. Every Tuesday, man, it was powerful. You missed it, Stormy. You missed it. But we about to get ready for meditation. We had the energy this morning. We heard the story. Now it's time to manifest what we want. We already know now that our story is no longer for ourselves. Now we have to know we manifest what we want for the future. And we all manifesting that to do with Coach Stormy at 8 a.m. with Girl Hold My Hand group on Facebook. Hey. Oh. Oh. Hey. Hey. Y'all listen to the words. We are warriors. That's what we've become. Hey, I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. Y'all put your hands together. Let's get some energy before we go to meditation. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Put your hands together. I am Bruce. I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Yes. Yes. Speak what you want. Speak to existence. Time to go, y'all. See you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Right here with Reginald Saunders live. I love y'all. Let's go to meditate. Bye. Get off. Bye. Bye-bye. Get off. Bye-bye, pretty. Bye-bye, Facebook. Love y'all. Get off. Bye.